with Adam Kelly, Peter Susovich, Neil Craig, Leigh McQuillen, Luke Harris and Chris Gamble. Take it away, Adam.
G'day, sports fans, and welcome to the Halftime Heroes. It is an exciting time of year. We are back in Suss's garage. Thanks for having us, Suss. Jeez, it's good to be back. We've been a little bit in hiatus, gone into a little bit of hibernation, but there is way too much happening in the MPFNL world not to get the band back together and just give you a little update of what's been happening. I'm going to let loose on Mornington Peninsula Shire Council because I've been inundated with presidents, coaches, captains, mothers, babies, husbands, you name it. Surgeons. Why won't the Shire let these clubs on the ground sooner? I'll talk to you about it, Macca. Well, we got Spook for Spook Soapbox. He's not in studio this time around. He's actually at a fat camp. It's been reported. Well, he's put on 375 grams.
Yep. That would cause problems in his head.
So he's at a fat camp just to shed that.
Yep.
I think it's 7-hour saunas. He's been fasting for, I think, since the finish of the home and away season.
Yep.
Don't know where the 675 grams is coming from, but he'll be joining us for Spook Soapbox. He's going to unload, because I'm telling you what, there are fat stacks getting around, Macca.
Yep.
And there's some country clubs, there's some local clubs that have got some fat stacks getting around. So Spook is going to address that issue in Spook Soapbox. We're going to talk about Div 1. We're going to talk about Div 2, some movements, some coaches' movements, some signings, some outs. And, let's get stuck into it, eh? Hello to you, Macca.
Yeah, it's great to be here.
Is that Macca?
Hello, kiddies. Hello.
I thought it was Chopper.
Uncle Chop.
Well, obviously, when Spook was here, there was this time last year. I think I grew me mo for
You did.
Movember.
It was
very,
awesome.
Important cause, as we all know.
100%.
I held on to it for a little bit longer, and I
You
think
did.
I might have even early in the season just snuck another one in, much to my wife's disgust. And Spook decided that he wanted to outdo me. So when I got rid of it, he had this whopping mo, and I actually got a little bit jealous sitting in here. So I couldn't wait till November again.
His was bow chicka bow wow though, wasn't it? It was
Unbelievable.
filthy.
Yeah,
It was dirty.
Yeah.
It had 70s porn all over it.
It's interesting too down at Mornington because BJ Credlin is all about it. He's always let me know that has to stay. So I might hang. I don't know. Might not be gone on the 30th. Might hold on.
We'll see.
Might hang around.
We'll
see what Mrs. Macca says about
we'll
that.
see if I get the all clear.
We'll rock up on a Monday night and you'll be asleep in the fucking garage.
Absolutely. It's always open, isn't it? Always an option.
The side door. It's got
walking
a
distance
secret
to
knock.
Alex?
Yeah, exactly. That's true too. Hello to you, Chief.
How, mate? It's been what a time of year.
I know, right?
It's freaking great.
You're frothing.
Mate, the rumour mill is just
It is alive,
it's
isn't
churning. If you want a bank loan, now's the time to play footy. It is.
Well, there's a lot financing it. I'll give you the red hot tip.
I hope you're going to unleash a couple of those today. We heard a couple even today, didn't we?
There's
some massive topics to talk about. And Jake, hello to you.
Hello, Adam. How are you?
Very salty, I believe.
Yeah, look, he's
got a bone to pick.
an elephant in the room that needs to be addressed. So,
fuck's sake.
our good man, the chief operator, has posted an ins and outs list on the Halftime Heroes, and I thought, let's have a little look here. Let's have a squiz on what's going on. And I've scrolled through the Division 2 and obviously returning down to the homeland of Rye Football Netball Club. I look at the ins. I see one name, our man Harry, awesome in from Mount Eliza. I didn't see anything else though, Chief. And I thought, I get it, maybe not the biggest name to sign, but one of Halftime Heroes' own, I thought I might have gotten the call up there and I just didn't. So a little bit salty at that one. What's going on there?
I had a chat with the executive down at Rye. Yep, and it's going to be a grand opening down there when they release your name properly. And as the return,
He's clearly not across socials either, is he?
No, this is a proper return. So there's a couple. Don't worry,
Right.
There'll be a couple. Now you've just started picking away. You're gonna fucking copy.
Hey,
Unleash.
funny story about Harry, right? So I rock up down at the Rye Football Club the other day, and I don't often go down to Rye, but I am in Division 1 now, so it doesn't seem like a foreign place to go.
Yeah.
Anyway, I was sitting there in a junior meeting because my young fella's going to have a kick down at Rye.
Hey.
And it just so happens,
Up the Rye boys.
Just so happens that Harry pops out of a meeting.
Oh, it
halfway
has a
through our
Horton.
meeting with the Rye. So I'm like, I swear he's analysing. Like, you cheeky buggers. I'm right in the middle of... No, I wouldn't say enemy territory because we're not against them anymore, but I'm right in the middle of it. And then he walks out and Kane Eagles turns around and says, I reckon you've caught us on this one.
Did he really?
Yeah, but at least he had the right top on him. He was committed. Like, he wasn't half committed. No, hey, hold on a minute.
He would have signed, and then they would have said, "Here, throw this on me, take a photo."
And then he walks out into a junior meeting, and here's me sitting. Anyway, it was good. No, it's not like
Did Billy come out licking his chops like he would have been?
There was a lot of smiles.
Yeah,
a lot of smiles.
Good.
He's a good get.
Going, yeah, absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Very good.
Well, let's jump into it, Macca. Obviously, in the off season, it is an exciting suss, isn't it? It's an exciting time of year.
Unbelievable.
And we'll mention some names that you might not know. But you will know some of these names. But obviously, we're not going to go into each and every club because we just wanted to say g'day and show our faces again to the Halftime Hero family because they've just been banding, haven't they, Sus?
We want to talk shit, mate. We want to frigging just spread all more rumours.
More rumours. The commish isn't here, so let's absolutely unload. Some notables, please, in Division 1, Macca.
Yeah, well, I guess YCW look like there's a few moving on from there. I know Chitty's gone and obviously Darcy have both headed over to Moe.
Mm-hmm.
And looks like Owen and McCormack, their two big guys, are gone as well. And I'm hearing through the grapevine, Lambert, I don't think that's been confirmed. But, I mean, if that is the case and they've lost those 5, they've definitely lost 4. That's a big hole in that side, I would think.
Yep.
They've got a really good under-19 system, and we all know the history of that football club.
Absolutely.
It's pretty solid. So, they can regenerate. But that's some pretty handy players.
Yeah.
On from there.
Yep. So far from a boy from Subiaco, Harry Beringer, and
he's a local ex-Mount Martha boy.
Yep.
And his old man went Mark used to be the league record holder for games. Might still be, but very goes okay. Goes very well.
I was I wasn't appalled, but because it is there are, and we'll get into it a little bit later, but there are some country football leagues, clubs, and the like that are offering fat stacks. And YC, a number one ticket holder, of course, did an amazing post for one of Halftime Hero family's favourite, Chin, saying, wishing him good luck, and to enjoy the opportunities he's been going to be given and all this. And then there's a photo of him with Leaper Holkey at Moe. And it's like opportunities to line your pockets, you filthy Chin, because you're going there for absolute fat stacks.
Absolutely. Along with the rest of the Moe players. Can I just give a shout out to Stevie Donnell? He's the new coach at YC. I coached Stevie at South Croydon when he was still playing. He's a superhuman. And he was at the final series, walking around with his pram and his little one.
Yep.
Which gave that away.
That's
pretty
huge,
solidly.
isn't it?
But he's a good get for them. So he's a teacher. He works at Cedar alongside Newey. So he'll be great. And he's lost some handy players there, but he'll have the kids at his disposal. So he'll just have to regenerate a few.
Do you reckon that he'll attract some talent? Like, do you reckon there's still more to come in there?
Oh, look, he might. Stevie's on the back. Well, he's not. He doesn't play anymore. So he was assistant coach, I think, at South Croydon this year. So his pulling power of guys his age probably isn't there anymore. And I found that even myself. Once you fit, like Josh was good when he first came to Mornington because he was still playing, so he was able to pull players. Kai Owen's a good example of that. And it makes it hard, though, when your career is finished and all your mates are your age or not far off you, so you're not pulling much.
Yeah,
I know he did. I know.
But what about younger players that go, well, I want to follow him. I believe in him.
Maybe he might pull a couple over from South. I know that we were very quick to put pen to paper with Matt Jones and Max King because they were both ex-South Croydon boys, and I know Dinsey knows them well, so we got them locked before he came, locked up. So but he's a good in for them, even though he's not playing. He's a coach, but he's a great coach.
Absolutely.
So,
interestingly, the rumour mill has been alive and well around Dramana. I make notable mention that there's no ins and outs for Dramana
Not published, but
Not published.
Yeah, they don't do much on
Yeah.
the socials,
No.
the old Germana.
There's two very big ins there, let's be honest.
Absolutely, there is. One being Jake Arts. I don't know. I mean, that was discussed, I think, during the latter half of the home and away season.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
That he
Rumoured
was
pretty early.
Absolutely. And then who was the other one?
Brandon White.
Yes. Yeah. So
Both played at Beaconsfield last year, and both been confirmed to have left Beaconsfield. Yet to be confirmed at Dramana, but you can
one would expect.
Yeah.
have your own guess on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Beaconsfield had a bit of an underwhelming year in the FNL. I think they were listed at the start of the home and away season, obviously playing in the division as one of the sort of premiership favourites, and they just sort of didn't really perform the way they were probably projected to. So I'm not sure if that would have anything to do behind it or anything like that. But
They've had a coach change too, Beaconsfield, so it'll be interesting to see what happens there. And they got a good. I've coached them for 3 years. They're a football factory, so they'll just turn over and go with kids.
Great junior program.
Yeah.
Sure Dever Meadows for me. Have they done enough? Obviously, 2025 Division 2 Premiership team. And, we've got a couple named from some other leagues, but we urged them almost, Macca, didn't we? And Jake and Suss to go out and try and draw back those 1 point players that played some junior football, and nothing's been named yet.
Well, one's just driven past
salary
the
to get the
ground.
potatoes.
And yes, what would you call that? I'd call them more dirts.
I have a feeling there was a couple of phone calls done for that one though. I think they tried.
Yeah.
I think they tried, but I think you'll find McMillan is a junior there, so he'll be a 1 pointer. But Quirk and Marshall from Druin. I know Quirk comes with good raps. Druin finished last in the Gippsland Football League with maybe one win, but Quirk is apparently a handy player. I don't know a lot about Marshall.
So were they big fish in a little pond, or I mean, obviously
they've
two
finished
players.
last. So you know you might.
Oh,
not
for
have...
God's sakes! One show back, and your phone's ringing. Unless that's the Herald Sun giving you some fucking more ins and outs, turn it off.
It's the age.
It's the age. Why no one
Your
reads
age,
the age?
Yeah,
Bullshit.
that's the age.
Edith Vale, massive news dropping this week. Obviously, Chris Pendlebury has left, confirmed, has left Edith Vale Aspendale.
Down the Gippsland.
Gippsland Power.
Near Moe.
So where does that leave Edith Vale Aspendale? It's this late in to obviously pre-season. We'll get into a little bit later, but pre-season started for a lot of clubs, or you'd expect most clubs, all clubs. They're going to start either last week or this week without a coach.
Yeah, it does make it hard from a coaching perspective trying to find someone now. So they may go internal on that just to see what they can find, because it's just a lot of coach. Well, they're done. They're signed. They're sealed. They're delivered. And we, like Josh and I, have been planning this preseason for a long time. So we've put a ton of work into it. We're set week 2 in, but we've spoken so much about how it's going to look. So you've got a guy who's going to come in, guy or girl, who knows? You never know. Who's going to come in and in this last minute and go, I've got to take hold.
Absolutely.
They don't know the list. One of the hardest things about either moving a club or being a club is learning the list and understanding what you've got. So they hopefully have got someone internal. I don't know who their assistant coaches were, but they've got a big out list. Like
massive. I was going to talk to that.
Players that are coming out of that.
Bashir's
huge. He didn't play last year, but he was a massive part of their flag. Carlin's their captain from that flag. Hugo Clark's a very good defender. O'Neill's a pretty handy player.
Sus. Chris is not out of it completely. He's obviously, I think he's been offered a development role. Is that right, Macca?
Yeah. Gippsland Power.
Yeah.
He's staying in Moe. Gippsland. So.
Yeah.
Moe.
Part of the Moe factory.
Would I be correct in saying, Macca, that my logical brain turned on? Idias would have to focus on a lot of captain's runs for now. It'll be a lot of sort of like, obviously, you're looking at training, pre-season starting.
Yeah.
You'll have to turn to your captains, wouldn't you?
Yeah, guys like Diggins and that, I would think will take the reins and just get that probably that 5-week block done or 6-week block before Christmas.
Yeah.
And then just tick them over and keep the morale up and all that sort of stuff. And just, and they'll hit the market pretty hard now to see what they can find, I dare say. But most clubs in this instance would find an assistant coach and they'd step up into that spot.
Next for me, Macca-Manalizer.
Yeah.
Some very, very handy outs.
Very handy outs. Yeah. So you look at like Lockie Williams and and Bob and Bravo's huge after the season he had, and Mercedes the other one that I'm just hearing may not be going around. And then there's Carey as well. So there's 5 pretty sturdy players that are leaving that footy club that have sort of been very good for them over the last couple of years, their premiership and into this year as well, losing by 1 point. They're one of those sides though they'll add. We did hear today that Jones sounds like he's sneaking in there. He's a pretty handy pickup at this time of the year, straight out of the AFL.
Yep.
So they've got a couple, and I know that Harrison Jones is a bloke that he came through the Victorian side as a young kid, and he signed at Frankston. He'd be playing at Manly as a local, so you might not see him too much. But they've again another side, great 19s. They'll Ricky will do the job. But exactly. There's some big outs. There's definitely some big outs.
Yeah.
Yeah, they signed a couple of blokes. I'm just trying to think of the name from a couple of Bond Beach brothers. On a limb there, they've signed a couple of blokes. So I'm just trying to think of their names now. Sus, can I leave you on that?
Yes, I'll get that.
I reckon they've signed a couple of boys, 2 brothers, since this has come out. Yeah.
Not the Fasul, no.
No, you might be thinking of Rosebud there. 2 brothers.
Yeah, possibly.
Why? Because they've got all the brothers.
No. Oh, yeah, but the Taylors, I think they just signed. Gus and Curtis, I think. Taylor.
Oh, no, I do know about that one. It's a separate one. So
separate one? Okay.
I reckon it's Bond Beach.
No ins for Mornington?
It's interesting. It says no ins and says that all our sides go on to Crib Point.
Senior side.
Yeah, all our side, yeah. Can I say that that's not the case?
Yeah.
So we've had plenty of players go over to Crib Point from the development side.
Yep.
A couple of these boys might have played 1 or 2 senior games, and they'll play more senior games over Crib Point. Good luck to them. Crib Point's done really well out of our football club over the last few years.
Yep.
I was speaking to Smithy at the cricket the other day, and he's locked in there, and they've done well. But these boys will probably play some senior footy over there in Div 2 without
exactly.
doubt. But they're not. They weren't regular senior footballers with us.
Yep.
And I wish them all the best though.
Yep.
They've got to go and play footy. And Kai Owens is a massive loss for us. We know that Kai's gone, and Bryce Ding is a premiership player who's gone back to Pearsdale. We have just signed Riley Verby, who the competition will have no idea about.
Yep.
So Riley Verby's a super
Love it.
player. I'll just leave it at that.
Yep.
And we're
you watch everyone Googling that now.
And we're also in the mix for a couple of others. We've still got a meeting tomorrow night, which will hopefully goes really well. And we've got Harry Bold back from our premiership side, which is
very
a great
good.
addition for us. So Bryce Dinger out, Harry Bold in.
Yeah, that's good.
That's a good swap.
It is a good swap.
Yeah.
While you're there, it's the Pickett brothers.
The Pickett.
Jet and Elwood.
Yep, look you go, Jet. Yeah, Jet Pickett.
I saw something like that. Yeah,
yep.
There you go.
Pines.
Well, very interesting because we saw Sharp and Marshall go, and they were 2 big losses. Marshall's been
huge.
Stalwart and Sharp go
over to Somerville.
Over to Summy, and obviously Marshall's head to Pearsdale. But then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, they sign Murphy as their coach.
Yep.
Who we all know Murph because he played against us in the 23 grand final.
Yes.
Super player. And it'll be his first time coaching. So it'll be like, Newey spoke about that, about, him coming out and the challenges that were in that year 1 when I jumped on board with him. But, Murph will have his work cut out. He's going to have to be their main midfielder at the same time.
Yeah.
He's going to have to be their number 1 player, and he's going to have to coach it at the same time. So I just hope for their sake, and I mean, I always want this comp to be strong in general. I just hope for their sake they surround him with enough good people.
Yep.
It's a tough
and I think
gig.
they will.
It's a tough gig.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a
100%.
huge transition. What they went through, obviously, as a group, later in the latter half of the latter half of the home and away season, and now there's almost this sort of kind of rebuild on and off the field. So look, good luck.
Robbie Ralton is there, and Robbie's I was a little bit surprised. Robbie, he told me he didn't go for the coaching job because he would have been a perfect fit for them. So I'm guessing Robbie will be one of his right hand men.
He's going to need a few of them. I know firsthand playing for a playing coach, and it's really hard if you don't have enough support, especially on the bench on game day, if your assistants aren't doing heaps for you.
I've never liked it.
I don't like playing for it personally. I think having your coach on the bench is better, but he'll be able to direct traffic. And that's sort of, you take it to Dean Kent where he can play off halfback, and he is a star, but he doesn't have to be that number 1 midfielder where Murph is going to have to do that.
He's going to have to stand out.
For him to direct everything on the field and be the guy will be very challenging. So he's going to need some really A-grade assistants to help him out.
Rosebud, obviously, Will Gown out, Sam Hayes in. We spoke about it off air. That's a pretty straightforward transition.
I think it's straightforward. It probably doesn't change much for him. Russo's a bit of, he's
Russo's a
handy
big voice.
Yeah, Russo's handy for him, but you're probably, you haze in, Gan out. You're probably going to be pretty much the same as you were.
And Caden Cape.
Yeah, come across from Tyab. I think they'll be very similar. They got the same list pretty much. They'll bring back most of that premiership side, and Hayes will be handy. He was pretty good. He's got a booming right foot. Doesn't like to man up at all. Watched a lot of his footage. Sits off, but does intercept a lot. Does kick. You'll wait till you see him kick a football.
Genuine.
He's weighing up a punting career.
Oh wow!
Oh wow!
That booming.
Wait till you see him kick. He'll be the biggest. Cameron's a big kick from Sereno. This bloke's got him covered.
And they'll have Gus and Curtis Taylor as well.
Yes,
they will, because that was a late one. That's
that
right.
Was.
They'll have, which is
correct.
a huge in, obviously, from the Kangaroo.
Another set of brothers.
Yeah.
Another set.
Love it.
Although we addressed it, we brought this up earlier on in the season, and no official re-signing of the White brothers yet. Normally they're pretty predominant with the Facebook posts.
Oh no, I've got some intel that's all done and dusted.
It's all done, okay. Just maybe the social media content creators gone to sleep on that one.
No, because Danny sent me a nice little message.
I know. I'm just.
He got me.
I'm just putting the line out there. What's Spook saying? An indication.
He's wanting to know what time.
Exactly. He's no.
He needs to make sure he's not in a meeting for his fat camp.
No, exactly. He's due for his 5 o'clock or his 6 o'clock water. And last but not least, Sorrento. Couple of handy names, and then a little name come across our desk.
Now this will be interesting if it plays out. So when you look at Tomlinson, could you get a better player coming in the comp? He's probably he's the prime player coming in. So Tomlinson, Dylan Atkins, a handy ruckman from Red Hill. Obviously, we've seen a little bit of him recently, and don't know a lot about Halligan from WA, but no doubt he can play. But the elephant in the room.
Yeah.
Is it true what people are speaking about out on the street there, Sus?
I'm just hearing that maybe someone has gone. Sorry,
the prodigal son.
No, I'm hearing some people may have gone to Baronia. That's all.
Right.
So
including one regular local young.
No, there's talk. There's talk. They were mentioned in the same sentence. So the Clarks and
Gladman.
No, I didn't say that.
Oh,
yeah, but maybe
surely not Shannon.
Maybe on their way to Baronia. Maybe.
Allegedly.
He bleeds Shark Park. It'll be very, very surprising.
Baronia.
Yeah.
Baronia, the Hawks.
Wow.
Fat stacks.
Fat stacks of the Hawks, mate.
Fat stacks.
Mate,
EFNL in general.
So what I believe's happened is with the tunnel build and the suburban rail link, some cash has just been stifled off to the side.
Yep.
And they're yes. So, but yes, lots of money heading. If you're a football club between, let's say, West Doncaster, I'm being strategic, West Doncaster and East Baronia, there is cash flowing everywhere.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Lang Warren.
Yeah, not too much coming out of Lang Warren. They have signed the Nick, do you want to try that last name?
He's from Point Cook.
Books.
Books? Is it Books?
I've actually heard he can play. I've actually heard he is a very like a best and fairest. He can play.
Yeah.
So he's a very good get for them. And I'm hearing through the grapevine, didn't necessarily know anyone, was just looking for a club down here. Just so happened to knock on their door and
they seem to do that every year.
Yeah, that's the rumor I'm hearing.
Just Langy.
But he can actually play that.
Yeah.
So you add him to Rutherford in their midfield, that they'll be that little bit stronger. And Diesel, Diesel, was a young fella who played for us for a bit, so he goes through the midfield. Look, they'll be. I think they'll be better.
Ben Charles.
Yeah, Charles. They'll be better than last
year.
Yeah.
Which will be scary because they'll have a fair bit of young talent coming through that 19 squad, which is really good.
Yeah, for sure. Different coaching group too.
Beardy's.
Yeah. Anything more to add, Div 1?
Oh, mate, there's heaps. Whale is driving around with that premiership flag
Mate.
everywhere.
I know.
I've noticed it's got everywhere.
It has. It's like the Olympic torch, isn't it?
It hasn't come to Brook Primary School. We're only just over the road. I haven't seen it. Funny that.
No, good on him. He's giving it to all the sponsors. And,
No, absolutely.
yeah.
Getting photos.
Getting around it.
So, and promoting the Rosebud Footy Club like you would not believe.
If you've been asleep for the last 10 months, even for the last 2.5 months, Rosebud victors, Division 1 premiers for season 2025 and still celebrating hard. Underneath the timekeeper's box, apparently there's still remnants of that night. It was pretty wild, apparently.
Fair enough. It's been a while.
Beer bongs.
They deserve it.
It was huge.
They're the best side of it.
No drawers yet.
No drawers yet.
No draw.
No, we just what you're hoping to get. We're putting
Nominate.
but no, not yet.
No draw. No new rules. I'm hearing that there could be the 5 rules coming in.
Not that
Will they follow? Do you reckon?
Yes, that's the rumour is that the out of bounds between the arcs
Yeah.
may follow.
Last to touch.
Yep.
So what is that? The lasso rule? Do they call that, or is that just in AFLW?
No, I don't know. Mate.
Yeah,
It's
just a bit. There you go.
More to follow. That's a wrap for Division 1. We're going to take a quick break and we'll be back with Division 2 football, the ins and outs and everything else. You're listening and watching Halftime Heroes.
Looking for unbeatable deals on new and used Toyotas? Head to Frankston Toyota, where great service meets great value. From rugged Hilux to fuel-efficient Corolla, we've got the perfect car for every driver. And right now, crazy low finance rates for selected models. Come see why locals trust Frankston Toyota. Just off the freeway. Easy to find, hard to beat. T's and C's apply. Visit frankstontoyota.com.au today.
Welcome back to the Halftime Heroes. It is our time for the Division 2. We tried to get Gammers in studio, however, he's, following their recent signings, he's turning tricks down at Blue Scope Steel just for some extra coin to...
Did he just go on a holiday? Because I'm just wondering whether, we'll talk about it in a minute, but the list, that's a whole page you got there.
Just about.
And I'm just wondering whether there was a bonus for him. You sold all these boys, and you get a bonus and you go on a holiday.
All one-pointers.
Yeah, because I'm still in meetings and he's telling me he's on a holiday. That's unbelievable.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah,
right. He's a little family holiday. He
got
works at QLD.
And I said to him, how can you have holiday this time of year? We're still recruiting players. And he just shut the book and said, oh,
We're done now.
we're done. We're right.
Oh, I love it. Jake, you want to kick us off, please, with some notables in Division 2, please?
Yeah, perfect. So I've got first one that's sort of...
Well, it's been the story, big story all year, hasn't it?
Yeah,
really?
It has. I guess when talking sort of...
A Rye?
Yeah, there's a huge hint. No, just kidding.
I'm going to wind you up.
Well, no, so Pearsdale, obviously coming off probably not a deep finals run that they were hoping for with the list that they had, the forward line that they had ahead of the ball. We spoke about it all year. Star-studded.
Yeah.
Looked really, really good. So it didn't go as far as they wanted. And in a result of that, I'm assuming, Bastanak chooses to step down. Now, obviously, they go for some recruiting and they try and see what's going on. And to my knowledge, obviously, they haven't found anyone that's suitable for the position. So they've then reappointed Bastanak. Now, Pearsdale have, after I'm pretty sure Ryan's left as well.
Yep.
So he won't play there next year. But Bastanak will be coaching in this, what they're calling a transition phase. So I'm not exactly sure how that's going to work for Pearsdale in regards to the whole transition period. I would have thought maybe just have Bastanak as an assistant coach and just guide whoever they're going to bring in as the senior coach, but they've gone it almost. They've gone almost the opposite, where Bastanak's still in charge.
So they've
sort
gone,
of thing.
shit, there's no one. We need to go and knock back on his door and say, look, you've got to help us out here.
Yeah, that's what I'm assuming.
Such a prolific name at Pearsdale Football Netball Club.
Yeah, it's a tricky one. I don't know. Whether we're missing anything on the back end of that, but he's been there a while, and he's had a good opportunity with that list. But it's probably not going to get any stronger with one of the Bastanaks gone. So, and it looks like Eddie's gone as well. And
yeah, well,
so they've been around the mark for a long time, haven't they? But just haven't been able to get it done.
Yeah. I'll be intrigued to see how Cruz plays as the number one now. I think down forward it'll be interesting because obviously Brett Eddy, I think he finished with the most goals in Div 2. So it'll be interesting to see how he steps up in the forward line down there and see if he takes on a bigger role down there, being the guy. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see how they play. No Bastanak, no Brett Eddy. It'll be interesting.
Next.
And Marshall was the one that we talked about before.
Yes.
So he'll be a handy midfield for him.
Yep, very much so. Next, Jake.
Yeah, I've got Chelsea here. Just not heaps happening for Chelsea in general, sort of coaching-wise and stuff. Obviously, they're keeping very similar. But in terms of player-wise, I just sort of put a notable sort of recent in as Sean Downey from originally down in Rosebud.
Yes.
And then he went off to play in the Southern League. And then he's come back now to Chelsea. And we were speaking about it off air. If you add him into their midfield with Gardner and then you've got Dustin in the ruck, it's looking
scary.
Pretty dangerous through the midfield as well.
And Carlin.
He's an absolute
and Carlin
bull.
as well. So you've got some players there that look pretty scary.
Carlin's going to be pretty strong through the back half. Can I add that Cowan is a star? Yeah. Beautiful, beautiful kick of the footy. I've coached against him before. We've had to tag him, get him out of the game. He's very influential. Really good player. Covers the ground well. Bit older now, but he will fit into that side beautifully. Yeah,
I think they're going to, with obviously the signings, because they don't have a big out list, so tagging onto that side, they should put together a deep run into finals.
Yep.
Elephant in the room, Somerville.
Yeah, gee whiz, big talking point here, eh?
Yep.
Can you scroll up?
Yeah, we just need to make the screen or small it so we can get the whole thing in.
He's had a great off-season, hasn't he?
And I think you said it, Sus, earlier, just in the background, that all one-pointers.
Yeah.
A lot of them one-pointers.
Yeah.
So
Which is
all have come back, all returned.
Funnily enough, because obviously we spoke about it in Div 1 show, and we were recommending Devon Meadows to do that, and Gammers has gone and done it himself.
And we had this discussion off-air after a show,
Yeah.
didn't we? And Gammers has gone, and then he's gone and done the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Which is perfect for them. Like, obviously we know their side wasn't necessarily star-studded. You didn't have those big money players going in last year, and they still made a very impressive run towards the second half of the home and away season into finals. So you add the inside mids that they've got, and all the other players, the longest list I've ever seen.
That have you seen Rowan?
I've never seen him play, but I saw a picture of him.
He's huge. He's a big boy.
He's got some years on him now, but my brother Toe Punt, he said that he was the best local footballer he's ever seen.
Yeah, right.
And he rated him very, very highly. So for him to be back to where it all sort of started is pretty huge. It's pretty huge. Rowan Hogenberg, massive.
They've literally got a goal-to-goal line back in their side.
I was just about to say, can we send out an anonymous warning to Division 2 that you need to have your backlines ready to roll?
Yeah,
because if you've got Lockie Sharp down there.
That's what they missed, wasn't it? So he's 2025.
Mason DeWitt was, do you remember the game we watched where Mason sitting down the forward line looking at Gammers going, can I go midfield? And he's like, mate, I need you down there. And I need you everywhere, really. Well, Mason's probably a luxury now because if you have Marshall sitting down, resting down the forward line, you got Lockie Williams, who's a beautiful forward, like a really crafty forward, loves clunking them. Sharps down there as well.
We mentioned Mace. What's happening? There's been nothing in social media land about
Mace. Hearing he's signed.
Yep.
I'm hearing he's signed at Somerville.
I know last time we spoke to Gammers, it was all happening. His people were talking to their people, and it was around the corner.
Yeah, I think it's I'm hearing it's pretty sure pen to paper has been done.
Yep.
I think Gammers tucked him in last night.
Yeah.
I think so.
Michael Hibbert.
Michael Hibbert just want to slot him in as well.
Yeah, well, that's going to be good.
Mate,
you're lucky you don't have to deal with it, Macca.
Well, I'm actually happy not to deal with that,
Yeah.
That'll be a hand.
But you got Lockie Williams, Manlizer, Clever Camp. Unbelievable.
Yeah. Great off-season. Good on him. Like we spoke about Gammers last year, his coaching was great. He didn't have the best list in the comp, but he took it a long way. A long way.
Yeah, he really did.
Now he's got a list that's
he has
pretty handy.
Yeah, quite the list.
Yeah.
Next, Jake.
Got Bomb Beach. Obviously, I've got a little bit more sort of coaching sort of
absolutely.
changes. Not necessarily players as such, but Jamie Molo signs at Bomb Beach, 8 years at Red Hill, obviously.
Yep.
Did a very good tenure there.
Yep,
obviously.
absolutely.
Zone 2, not Zone 3.
Yeah, no, spot on. That's right.
Yep, travel.
Yep.
Yeah, there you go.
A lot closer to home.
Yep.
Yes. Is it really?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. There you go.
Yep.
There you go. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see what he can do with.
I think it's a good appointment.
Yeah, it is. It is. It's a great appointment because
The commission's best mate.
they're a little bit off the mark in terms of playing final. Like they did finish 7th, but the difference between the top 6 and the sort of bottom.
Has Jamie got kids at Bomb Beach?
I'm not going anywhere. I'm not saying.
The commission says hi, Jamie.
Yep.
Gee whiz.
So he's gone from coaching Red Hill where it's freezing cold up.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly
Now he's
right.
gone to a wind tunnel. Have you ever seen Bomb Beach's ground? It just
Worst
goes
worst spectator.
there's just trees either side. And
Venue
this wind
ever.
just goes howling down.
Absolutely.
I've
Through
never been
the over
there.
the
Oh
there's,
my
there's
God.
ground after ground after ground after
No.
ground.
Oh, really?
You
Just
will.
Yep.
yeah, I will.
Now.
I will.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. I'm intrigued to see where he can take him because
And one of the biggest stories, I think, of the year would be Seaford, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
they're in
well,
a whole lot of
it's sort
froth
of
and
like
bubble.
yeah, it was really up in the air. Obviously, through that sort of halfway through that home and away season where we had our mate that got left.
Up in the air,
Yeah, well,
mate. It's been like London in 1941. They've been shooting them out of the sky everywhere.
it's it's been a bit how you going. So obviously we had the appointment, and we all would have seen of Ricky Ferrero. He's got a very good sort of VFL experience, and then coaching 8+ years. So he was awesome appointment. I think he would have been really good for Seaford. And then after 1 month, we get a post from Seaford saying Ricky's decided to step down effective immediately. So that stumped me, and I'm sure it stumped a lot of us, obviously.
Absolutely.
Is just like 1 month and step down immediately. Now, obviously, there might have been personal reasons. I'm not sure if any of you boys have come across any rumours or anything that's happened behind that. But since then, they've brought in Travis Ronaldson, who's just, mind you, he's huge. He's a very jacked guy, loves his conditioning side of things, so he's going to have that Seaford side looking pretty good. He's going to have the fitness and strength side of that program looking really awesome, I think, through the program. And one thing that they're sort of notable speaking on is how excited they are to include him in, because he's really keen to look at that 19 side, which we know have been dominant for so long. The Seaford.
Yeah.
Seaford 19s are so strong.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
to be able to get those guys up, and with his strength and conditioning sort of stuff background, and his coaching background as well, he's going to look to develop those 19s, and I think they're going to be a bit of a handful in coming years if they keep Travis around, I think.
Well, it's interesting to see where he would have come from, because I am hearing with Ricky it was a stability in the board.
Yeah.
Lack of stability in the board.
Yeah.
That something might have taken place there when he was sort of had taken him on, and it didn't sit well with him, and he just thought, I just can't see.
Yeah, well, there was some murmurs going on there, wasn't there? And I mean, obviously, it was well kept behind closed doors that we aren't privy to.
100% there's always two sides.
Yeah.
But he gets his opportunity, doesn't he? So I have heard that too. His background is in fitness, so it'd be good. Good to see. They got a young side.
Ex-VFL Coburg Tigers
Yes, captain.
Also did captain at TAC level, so
Yep.
he knows.
Cody's
knows his stuff.
Good luck to him.
Yeah, good luck to him. He should
From one end down to the other.
Where's he from? Home club? What do you reckon he is?
Maui.
Very close. Sale just down the road.
Oh.
Yeah, it is too. I did read that.
You have to drive through Maui on the way
An
back.
hour and a quarter away.
I was going to say, just down the road. Everything's just down the road, isn't it? When you're in the
You got to
Gippsland.
drive. Still, you got to drive through Maui.
You do.
Huh?
Go through the dollar signs and
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly right.
ATMs, through
Yeah.
the cash.
Put the windscreen wipers on to get the $100 bills off your windscreen.
Exactly. So from Seaford to Hastings.
Yeah, Hastings. Kev. He's just the only real notable sort of we got coming out of Hastings. Obviously, they've done a heap of re-signing posts, which is awesome for them. Hopefully, they've retained most of their list. But Bryce Ruthven now comes from a soccer background, so coaching soccer, but has officially signed as a non-playing assistant coach. So that'll be Kev's right-hand man. I'm assuming Kev will play on next year as a playing coach. So to have someone that's
Well, you mentioned it. to
yeah,
have
exactly
someone-
right. You have to
yeah,
have a
yeah.
right-hand man, and for the playing coach to work, you have to have someone really good on the bench. So I think Bryce Ruthven for Hastings is going to be a huge signing. Obviously, with a background in soccer, but he has got a background in football as well. He'll be awesome to have on the bench and just control things from there, whilst Kev's doing his thing, barking out orders on the field out there. So it'll be good.
We're all worried about Tyab, obviously, and what's happening there in their direction.
Yeah. Well, exactly right. We've sort of that coaching role was up in the air for a little while there after Havers left, and obviously congrats to him because he's just signed at Rosebud, which is awesome for Danny as well to have such an experienced senior coach as now an assistant coach will be amazing for him. So it'll be really good there. But they have signed Jason Wade. He's coached multiple teams. He's done very, very established coach, which is awesome. He's under 17s premiership at Vermont as well. And he's going to be good, hopefully working with their list coming through, Tyab, I think.
What about Jimmy?
Jimmy Freeman.
Jimmy's gone.
Jimmy, where's he gone? Where did he go?
He was at Tyab.
I know, but he's obviously our boy Jimmy. He left. He went out Gippsland way, didn't he?
No mention where he's gone.
He's not. He said that he wasn't playing at Tyab.
So, no news yet.
I saw a post on him, I think. I'm sure I did.
Probably.
Interesting that the BNF winner went down to Rosebud. That's an interesting one. Out of Tyab.
Yeah.
So they've done some recruiting, which is good.
Yep.
So they have. They've put a few names on the board, which are for Tyab, which is good. I think they've still got an expression of interest out for their 19s, which is always a little hard because I don't know how strong their junior program is, and it's a little bit hard out at the pond. So
what else you got?
What?
What else you got?
What do you mean?
What other clubs?
Oh, I've also got Red Hill.
Red Hill. Sammy Fletcher, the prodigal son returns.
Pick up. Huge.
Yeah, he goes okay.
And from you mentioned off air, from all reports, not publicised yet, but we absolutely jacked off on him all year this year as well as last year. One of the best inside midfielders going around, and I think in his inability to get outside and get a handball receive, and he's just a freak. Michael Gresham, from all reports, won't be at up on the hill in 2026. That's what we're hearing.
Yeah, not sure if he's gone anywhere or he's pulled up the stumps, but hearing he's not playing.
That would be a shame not to see him play local football.
Yep. And obviously we mentioned before too, lost their ruckman over to Sereno, so. I don't think a lot of movement on the way into Red Hill and lost a couple of players, but, we all know they're 19s. They've gone back. So, they were very competitive in Division 1.
Yep.
I know they only won one game, but it's a little bit deceiving.
Yeah.
They were in a lot of games.
Yeah.
A lot of games. So, new coach.
Yeah.
And, they'll win a lot of games in Division 2, so it's interesting to see. I don't know how high they'll finish. We'll have a look at that once the season starts.
They'll be competitive.
Yeah, there's Josh Mould, recently, backed up again. So, a couple of new players. Dan Frampton's backed up again. So,
Jackson's on too. So
Corey Trigger, a new player for them. So
did see Trigger.
They'll be around the mark.
Yeah, should be good. Should be good. Yeah, with Ben Murphy at the helm, I think his experience is pretty good as well. And he's got 2 flags at East Brighton, and then coached Southern Interleague as well. So he knows what he's doing, which is good. So hopefully he can mould that list into I'd
love to hear your thoughts on the Bombers.
Frankston.
I'd love to hear your thoughts on the Frankston Bombers after last year when everyone that year, where they just sat on top of the ladder and everyone had penciled them in, and
they really did.
Yeah, and reality is that in that final out of Crib Point, that Devon started really well in that one. We were all out there for half a game, and then the Bombers just arm wrestled them out. But then now
I think Devon tried to be too cute, tried to lock it down too early, didn't they?
Yeah. Learned their lesson and then came back and got it done in a close one. So that list, I don't know, like the Bombers go back again to the well, don't they, and try and go back with the same list.
Yeah, well, exactly.
I think it's more the brand that they play, if I'm honest. Like we saw early in the home and away season, they were killing teams, like just putting them away by heaps. And I think Spook and I have spoken about it off air. Bombers I think being in Div 2, they've sort of, as the year has gone on and progressed, they've resorted to playing Div 2 football. Early in the year, they were playing Div 1 football. Hit corridor, move the ball quick, and like in the granny as well, we saw it. Like Devon killed them, like in with speed and stuff, and like the way Bombers were moving the ball, it just wasn't Div 1. They didn't change lanes. It wasn't like nothing you'd expect from a Div 1 side.
I think it's a credit to the coaches as well. That I think with the season under their, with each game that was played out, vision was watched the team
Yeah.
was studied. I think
100%.
Gammers, obviously, he
He
pulled
was
the
the
trigger
first one.
first
Yep.
to get really, really close to them, and he locked them down.
Yeah.
And he might have had a conversation with Spook off air. I don't know exactly what happened there, but there might have been a conversation on how to lock the Bombers down.
With a little bit of intel we might have had.
Well, they don't defend. We know that. They don't.
Yeah, no, they definitely don't defend. No, but yeah, no, it'll be interesting with their list as well because I think Spook's grabbed a few now. I think he's got a couple, or a few. I think he got Noah Iliadis, so he's left the Bombers, and then he's just recently signed another couple, I think, from the Bombers as well. I'm not sure if they're notable names.
But you'd think the Bombers' mainstays, they're big boys, and that'll
Yeah,
go around again.
it'll be interesting to see if they go around again. Yeah, I would. I definitely think Pryor will go around again. H loves it. He's Bombers through and through.
Yeah.
But yeah, in terms of your Khans and stuff and your Arnett's, it'll be interesting to see what happens because I would assume a lot of those boys would have expected to bounce.
Yeah.
Straight
Right now, today, who wins the flag next year in Division 2? Come on.
Right. Come the
as
Demons.
as he does. Well, look, I mean, the mail early.
There's Somerville's to lose.
You can't go past Somerville.
I'm putting it out there. Somerville, Chelsea grand final.
Yeah, I don't hate that prediction at all.
Yeah, I don't mind it as well.
Yeah. I don't think we're doing predictions. That is a wrap for Division 2 football.
Bad luck.
Yeah, exactly. It's a wrap for Division 2 football. Well done to you, Jake. We are going to take a quick break. We're going to come back with Spook's soapbox. It's going to be wild. He's so built up, pepped up. He hasn't eaten in 362 days. And, he hasn't got an inch of water in his body because it's all saundered out.
He's just getting off the rotisserie now.
He's getting off the rotisserie. What's that meant to mean? We are going to take a quick break. We'll be back with more Halftime Heroes.
Looking for unbeatable deals on new and used Toyotas? Head to Frankston Toyota, where great service meets great value. From rugged Hilux to fuel-efficient Corolla, we've got the perfect car for every driver. And right now, crazy low finance rates for selected models. Come see why locals trust Frankston Toyota. Just off the freeway. Easy to find, hard to beat. T's and C's apply. Visit frankstonttoyota.com.au today.
Welcome back to the Halftime Heroes. It is now time for Spook's soapbox. And as I said off the top, he is in fat camp after gaining 375 grams. He's not happy with the way he looks. Joining us from the sauna is the fat man himself, Spook Harris. So you got a Spook.
G'day, boys. How are we?
Is it hot in there?
Well,
Is it
I've
hot?
been in my sauna for 4 months waiting for the call. I look like a long, shriveled up old cock.
Again.
Just not as big as Sus's.
for the eighth time today.
Exactly. So what's going on, boys? You going well?
Yeah, no, very well. Thank you. How are you? You're travelling all right?
I am fantastic, boys. Up on the Murray, doing a bit of work and loving life. Going very well.
Good-o. Mate, it's, get on the box because we spoke off air. I was driving to the studio, a.k.a. Sus's Garage, and, I had to say, Spook, I've got to go. Mate, you're frothing.
Yeah, I don't want to go tee off because it's sort of the off season, so we'll stay calm. But Macca's in there. He's doing a lot of recruiting at the moment, and all us clubs are out there doing our best to recruit and do it fairly and evenly, and we've got points to deal with. But the reality is, I think while I've spoken to 6 to 8 coaches from a variety of leagues, the money that is getting bandied around left, right, and centre, huge cash sign-ons. You've got players going to places that are winning premierships that were already clearly on the cap or over, and then they add 3 A-graders, ex-AFL, VFL players. Someone at AFL Victoria needs to get their heads together and employ someone to go through the books of the clubs and actually start to really dig into what's going on. Otherwise, we're going to lose clubs in the next 3-4 years. It is just non-competitive. It's actually a joke. It's not good because it's become so bad this year where there's guys getting paid ridiculous money, and if you're going to get them, you have to pay it to be in the game, and that's not conducive to the longevity of football clubs.
No, it's not.
It's just
Spook,
not.
are you willing to, as a coach, obviously, are you willing to mention some of the figures that have been bandied around?
Well, I won't mention the leagues or the clubs.
No, but you can mention some of the figures because the reality is.
Sorry. And I was talking to some journalists, and they were talking to me about off the record stuff. There's numbers getting thrown around of 100 and 110,000 two players going to the club. I mean, that's the entire salary cap.
Yeah.
What are we fucking doing? Like, are we playing? I mean, this is like it's just not what local footy is about. And everyone wants to win, and if someone gave me $100,000 when I spend it, yeah, I probably would. That's the truth.
Yeah.
But it's got to stop, because if it's escalating the wrong way, it's not going back the other way.
Yep.
So
it's going worse and worse and worse. How do we bring? If you've got a good young kid, you've worked two. This is an example. You're an 18-year-old. You come through your juniors. He's a good young player. He's 18. He starts playing senior footy. He's on $150, $200 a game. Good level, good player. Just about to pop for your club. You put all the time in and work with him. A club comes along and offers him $700, which is way overs.
Plus a sign-on.
Plus the sign-ons are like, oh my God, that's insane. What's the kid going to do? He's 18, he's 20 years old. He might be making, it's harder than ever to get ahead in life, to make money and buy houses and pay for families. And you got clubs offering massive cash sign-ons, which are off the book. It's got to fucking stop. It really does. I think something needs to be done.
So, Spook, I'm going to ask you a question. Why would AFL, Vic, or any agency of the AFL, for that matter, investigate something that's going to bring their game into disrepute?
Well, that's like they don't look into their own problems, because it brings the game into disrepute. They're the most So I don't care. I'm not getting in trouble. This is what I think. I mean,
no, of course.
Level, it's actually right, isn't it? It's actually quite poor.
So, Spook, I'm always about solutions. You come to us with a problem, and what's your solution?
Well, I reckon there's a job there for someone. I was actually talking to our old mate, the old grey-headed bandit, the commish today.
Oh, the fossil.
The fossil, he couldn't get on the commission, but he's happy to take a full part-time job to go around to the clubs and look through their books. Don't worry about that.
Has he got experience? Has he?
Some fucking money, he can find it.
He can't count to 100 unless it's $100 bill. So
and that's because he forgets when he gets to 10.
Exactly right. And wasn't he?
No. It's all been resolved there.
I am very friendly with the man who was the crowd. I stood with them in the finals. That's my team.
I stood with them in the finals.
It was one good bloke, a bunch of the whole raft of flogs. Don't you worry about that.
Now, Spook, while we do have you, I'm going to jump. I'm going to just move you to the side a little bit and jump on your box for 2 seconds. I won't go into it too much because I actually want to get a representative from Mornington Peninsula Shire Council if I can. But we were talking about it in our group chat, and I don't know if you're in a similar position up there at Bayswater, but I know, Macca, you've had a couple of conversations as well, but we've been inundated, as you know, Spook, with coaches and presidents and alike not being allowed on their playing surfaces for an unrealistic amount of time, and in some cases, Spook, 2 weeks prior to the actual home and away season starting. Now, what the actual fuck? Like, come on. There has to be someone there that's saying, well, it's not practical.
Is it the council doing that?
Oh, sorry?
Is it the council?
Yeah, well, the councils essentially own the facilities, own the playing surface, and they're the ones that say you can
regulate the lease.
Absolutely. Exactly. Thank you, Sus. They regulate the lease. So if they say that, because obviously each club, whether it be netball, football, cricket, they have a lease, like you would as a residential renter. They have a lease to lease the facilities and the playing surface for a certain amount of time of a year.
Right. I've got a bit of I've got a half idea, and I think I've floated it before. What needs to happen is you get all the cricket association, all the football association, whether it's from wherever, shorten the football season, shorten the cricket season, give much longer time. So when footy finishes, no one is allowed to train before Christmas. It's not allowed. So no footy clubs can come to their grounds and play before Chrissy. Give cricket much room before Christmas, plenty of room, do their pre-season, get their training going, and then shorten the back end of cricket, which they did in COVID, to allow then football to get there in January, and then you can mix and match. And at least you've got a good spring and a lead up to summer where it's only cricket on the oval, which gives grass and curators more time to prepare, get the turf in order, which will be in much better position in the summer to handle the footy and cricket. There's your answer. There you go, pay me money. That's the answer.
So that's...
Mate, teams went back. I know Macca went back. He's got young blokes. I'm not going back till December 1. It's overdone. We train too often. You don't need to train in November. I think it's bullshit. November training for local clubs is dog shit. Maybe 2 weeks in December, but that's even overs. If everyone started in January, everyone's on the same. All the players can do their running programs and get in groups and go to parks. But actual coming to the club, make it January 10's the cut-off. That's where you can start.
Yeah, it's a connection piece, that early piece. Like, you're right. Like, we are back, but we've given a license to our older boys to not really return until January, and it's just our younger boys, and because we've got a lot of 19s. But I'm with you, mate. I actually love that idea. I think it's fantastic. I think the season's too long as it is for footy, so just drop off a couple. And I mean, that might mean in our division we don't play each other twice, so it doesn't have Division 2 anyway, so you can seed it. And then with us, like, we're doing a couple. We can't get on any ground, so we're doing a couple of runs there. We're going down the beach. So we're just varying things up. We're just looking a little bit different each night, and for the 10 sessions we're doing before Christmas, and then we'll hopefully get some kind of resemblance of normals, once we get back.
It's interesting. The Mornington Peninsula webpage says applications for pre-season use must be submitted via the online booking platform of Bookable. So you go online on Bookable. As a club, you must provide your certificate of currency of insurance of $20 million, permission from the shared venue owner as well,
Which is
fees will not be applicable. No access to pavilions is permitted. Training must be in runners, rubber soled, and use of high volume traffic areas and repetitive drills is prohibited.
You know what shits me about that? The worst thing about that, Macca will agree. Do you know how many injuries? So they talk about OH&S and health and safety. How many fucking players injure himself in runners on grass? Give me a spell. If you want to look after the players, jam your runners up your ass. I think it's embarrassing. Everyone does match sim very early, and you're doing match sim in runners on lush cooch. What are you doing? There's guys do knees, slip over, ankles. It is not safe. But no, that's okay. Protect the grass. What are you talking about?
About this time last year, Macca.
Let's not talk about it.
It happens everywhere.
It's like a new recruit.
Bombers. 2 years ago, Bombers happened to pick us out at Baxter Park. It happens. And it can happen in boots too, but you have way less chance in boots to be slipping over.
It's interesting you say that too, Spook. Last night we were training, and we would normally have we're doing a bit of a conditioning set with our skill set, but we pulled everything short, started pissing down rain. And our skills session went to, you can imagine, in runners, and you've got
slip and slide.
So we just pulled and said, boys, that'll do us for tonight. It's no use, because if you are risking injury, so what's the point? So we just put half an hour short.
Yeah, great call, mate. We did it last year in the pre-season, Maggie. JK remembers we were over at that little oval. JK rain and blokes were slipping everywhere.
It was bad.
Yeah.
It's not great. So, but they're happy for players to do that. Look after the grass, though. Come on.
Yeah.
I tell you what, come to Turf Care Australia and buy some great fertiliser.
See our man, Spook.
Hey, exactly right. But anyway, I just think something needs to happen. Mac is involved, and I'm involved now at local level. The money, and look, if someone gave me a sponsor of $200,000, I'd spend it because I can. I'd go and give 450 grand sign-ons out. No worries, no one knows about it. But that's not a fair and equitable playing field for everyone.
Yeah, it takes the points. The points is just holding back, because it'd make it worse if there was no points, because there's clubs with a ridiculous amount of disposable income to give out. But you do, Spook, I don't know about you, but I sat in a meeting with a player or two, and I asked one bloke how much he was sort of thinking of, and we sort of thought, well, that's pretty much what we were thinking. And then a week later, he signed at another club for double that, and that was a figure he told me. So he's told me the figure. We haven't put it to him. He's told me. And we've verbally agreed and said, we'll sign you up in 2 weeks, and then, in 2 days, and then bang, he's gone and signed somewhere else for double the figure. So that's ridiculous. The clubs are just going out there doing that. It's not a level playing field.
No, it's not.
The one thing I forgot to mention, you got to go, boys, what I would suggest, and I think I mentioned this last year, so I think the salary cap has become negligent because of all the under-table stuff, right? So why don't we do this? Don't worry about a salary cap. Don't worry about it. Spend what you want. From first to fifth, it's if you finish on top and win a flag, you've only got 32 points. If you finish last, you got 48. If you finish second, you got 44. If you finish second bottom, and that way you make it's a bit like the AFL draft. Let's put Rosebud. Let's take Rosebud. So Rosebud win the flag. They've just brought in 3 absolute
Hayes,
superstars.
Curtis. Yep.
Absolute jets. Now, I'm not going to mention that. Good luck to them. Well done. If they only had 32 points to use, do you reckon they could bring those blokes in?
Yeah.
No, they can't. They actually can't. You can pay them $5 million each if you want to, Rosebud, but you can't get them in points.
Yeah.
That's the only way to solve it.
That's right.
Let the salary cap go. Strict, make it really strict and allocate more points to the bottom teams, which in turn allow them to go and bring more good players in. Because we all know the teams at the bottom don't have the money generally, and the top teams generally do. It's how it works, and you'll get some equity. It'll be a bit more equitable for everyone. That's what
I like it.
Yeah, it's a good solution.
I like it. I can smell your steak from here, Spook. Enjoy.
Well, I'm looking at it. I've got my hand on my cock, and I'm looking at it.
Enjoy, mate. Thanks for joining us.
I love you, boys. Miss you. Let's get after it in the pre-season.
Absolutely.
Cheers, mate. Cheers.
See you, boys.
Just giving us, of course, he's
he's full of wisdom. Actually, he's that couple of great ideas.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Always does. It's just everything else around it.
Yeah. He'll be shriveled away. He's not going to end up in here.
No.
He'll be shriveled away.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. He's just skin and bones. Well, that is a wrap for the halftime heroes. You got anything to add, Sus? You got Sus some pellets? You want to jump on your pellets? Just one last time?
No, I'm liking council in a way for doing some pavilion stuff. So down at Summy, folks, get on board there for the Somerville
absolutely
reconstruction there. And I think there's another couple of places around.
Yep.
Mount Eliza.
Yep.
And the likes there,
Yep.
folks. Just need the pavilions up.
Yep.
And I see Mornington's up for an award.
Yep.
So that's very good. So we're just going to keep our standards up. And, you can kiss the cash goodbye, folks.
Yeah.
We're not going to fix that.
No.
You'll have to bring in a big team from Ernest and Young.
Yeah.
Just to do one football league, let alone the 50 or so throughout the place.
4-man Liza football clubs, bookkeepers.
Yep.
That is a wrap for the halftime heroes. Well, we said it at the end of last show, but special huge thanks to Toyota of Frankston, Mornington and Rosebud, and to our fantastic sponsors as well, Aftercare Australasia, Hen's Teeth, Tattoo Co. If you're looking at jumping on board again, please get in touch with the Halftime Heroes, and it is halftimeheroes.mpfnl@gmail.com. I will be coming to you early next year. We're gathering a huge traction for Macca, and you want to be jumping on that. We will be revealing next year also a brand new website, I believe, Chief, won't we?
It's fired up. We're just doing some regression testing now.
Yes, absolutely.
So once it passes the Philippines and goes through Taiwan,
and we'll have an online store where you can go on and purchase, of course, the Halftime Hero beanies that are going to be prime and getting around the sporting fields next year.
Do you reckon we get those Akadaka horns?
No.
Flashing?
Absolutely not.
Just out of curiosity, when are we going to air for this?
I don't know. When do you want to?
This is live on Thursday night.
Live Thursday night.
We'll know by then. I just wanted to send out a good luck to Noah Hibbins-Hargrave, who's got his head up for the draft on Wednesday night.
Yes,
so hopefully he's taken by the time this is aired. But obviously they do the first round, and if he's not, he'll be early in the second round, worst case, I think. So good luck to him from Morno.
Huge.
Excellent. And if we don't see you before the end of the year,
we're doing another show before Christmas.
We're up. We will. Well, I won't wish everyone a happy Christmas and New Year and stuff then, because we will get the band back together. That is a wrap from the Halftime Heroes. Thank you, Macca, very much.
Loved it.
Absolutely.
Missed the seat. Missed the garage.
I know. Yeah. Absolutely. Jake, always a pleasure.
Good to be back.
Great to sit next to you. And Chief, Master Button Pusher, Executive Producer, and Garage Owner.
Been very entertaining tonight, folks.
It has been.
Yes,
has been very entertaining.
Bit of rust over the valves on the
I know. Well, I thought it was okay. Oh, yeah, I know. Yeah. You panicked.
We're at the bowls, folks. Catch us at the bowls.
Oh, the bowls up and alive.
We've got some big game this Friday night, folks. Frank Afghanistan versus Karingal. So
at the Sky Dome.
At the Sky Dome.
Very good.
Big crowd. Big crowd.
Big crowd.
Studio.
Oh, hello.
Should be up and going shortly.
Jeez, very good. You won't have us there, though.
No.
This is home for us, the
Oh,
garage.
Okay.
No, we'll see. It's a long drive. That is a wrap for the Halftime Heroes. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night.